Alright, hopefully, is this, what is this, sap or something? The sun's right on my face, but that's okay. I don't need to look at the camera. You guys got to see me, you guys got to hear me, and, well, you don't have to. You don't have to listen to this or watch this. I don't know why I said that, but here I am. Oh my god, I legit can't look over there because that's where the sun is. But more on what I want to talk about. I want to talk about my current project, Tic Tac Toe, Toe to Toe. I feel like some people I've tried to explain it to, but like this is probably like the longest project that I've had to work on to date. Like nothing else has been this arduous. I feel like the more I get done, the better that I become as a bookman. I feel like committing to this project has kind of defined the kind of creator that I want to be, because it's not easy. It's required a lot of planning. Let me explain what it is for those of you who don't know. So imagine a choose your own adventure book. A choose your own adventure book is typically a narrative, and then you read the story, and then there comes a point where there's a fork in the road. You want the main character to take the left road, you go to page 42. You want them to take the right road, you go to page 53. And then the story continues in this fashion, and then you get to choose your own adventure. How the story plays out depends on the pages that you decide to read whenever you're prompted to pick another page. And I want to take this and I want to implement a tic tac toe game into one. I want to make a tic tac toe game that requires only one player, the reader, and they're playing against me, essentially. This book is an activity book where you open up the book. The first page asks you, you want to be X or you want to be O. You pick X, you go to one page. You pick O, you go to another page. And depending on your decisions, it shows you, like, I guess, what move I would make against you. So, you're pretty much choosing your own adventure against me. And some people, I try to describe this project to them and they think, oh, you're trying to make a book about every possible tic tac toe move. No, it's only the ones that I would play. This is specifically a game against me in my mind, in the way that I think. And there's only one result depending on whatever you do. As in, like, obviously, because it's in print, if you trap me, you trap me. You know what I mean? Like, this is not like a legitimate wall AI, but there's a lot of outcomes, there's a lot of pages, and I wanted to make it accurate. I wanted to commit to the bit. I wanted to make sure that the premise of the book was true to the end and I didn't cut corners. I wanted it to be a legitimate choose your own adventure tic tac toe game. And I know that the effort that I put into this, I know this already. I know the effort that I put in will not really, you won't see it in the results. I feel like, or this is my prediction. This is not my hope. This is just what I predict. I feel like once I finally finish this game, this book, and I'm holding it in my hand, I don't think it'll get a lot of praise. I'm not doing it for praise, mind you. I'm doing it because it's in me, and I cannot breathe if it's not out of me. You know what I mean? Um, I'm doing this because I just want to hold it. I predict that it's not going to be a big deal. But it'll be a big deal for me because this has been a project that I've been thinking about and imagining and fantasizing about for years now. Like, I asked people a couple years back, they remember me doing the initial drafts. And this is another aspect of why this project is a big deal for me, is because it's hammered into my head the necessity for drafting, you know? And I wanted to get this project out of the way before I locked in wholly with novel writing, because I can't just YOLO a novel. You know what I mean? I can't just half-ass it. I want to whole-ass it. And I feel like this tic-tac-toe, toe-to-toe project, should I make it tic-tac-toe-to-toe? I'm going back and forth on that one. But wait, no, I think I did name it tic-tac-toe-to-toe. Tic-tac-toe. I named it tic-tac-toe-to-toe. I forgot the name of my own project. That's because I haven't made like a logo or anything like that just yet because it's still in the early phases. Well, not early phases, but it's not near completion yet. I've kind of made a lot of progress lately because of this new motivation that I've experienced with the Wall of Books project. But yeah, this specific project I feel like is sort of pulling me into the headspace that I need to be, that is okay with taking my time with planning and making sure that like drafting is good, because I don't want to do something I'm not prepared for, and I don't want to, oh, where's this plot hole from, or I don't know how to cover my tracks, like I feel like the way that I've done it or I'm doing it now, it makes sense to get it done. And it's not like anything other projects are like, because other projects that I do, I just kind of like have an idea and I bang, 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 and I get it done. And it's done in like, what's the longest project I've done before this? Like a couple of months, right? I'm done with it in a couple of months and it's in my hand and then I'm happy and then I don't think about it again for a while until I have to think about all the things that I've done so far, right? But for this one, it's been years, or no, I think I'm going to say years, including break, because I had to take like a long break from this project. I'm hoping I'm describing it properly. I hope that it's understandable, because I feel like whenever I explain it to people in my kind of English, they misunderstand what I'm trying to produce. So hopefully I can make this little video here and I can make more in the future, and we'll see if my explanation gets any better. I doubt it will, but let's see if it does. Yeah, I've been posting my progress on my Instagram, and I feel like a lot of my public work has mostly been Sunday flamenco and vlogging, and I guess every now and then like an emoji connections. But there's other stuff happening behind the scenes, but it's hard to sort of convey what's happening unless you see me at my home cafe and you see me on my laptop looking angry. I'm not angry. I'm just, my lock-in face looks furious. So if you see me in public and I'm on my computer and I look furious, it's probably good news. Yeah, and I hope that I just want to document how I am now, and maybe I can make another video similarly like this, in other phases of my project, and then again once I'm done. And I don't know, I'm excited. I feel very proud of myself, that because like the thing about me and my projects is a lot of the time, even though the project I don't feel strongly about the finished result. I find that every project I've done has advanced my ability or capacity in some way. I feel like everything that I've done, I learned something, whether I learned how to use an aspect of Adobe Illustrator, or I learned that I need to be more patient, or I learned that I can use this idea for something else. You know what I mean? Like I feel like everything that I've finished has pushed me forward, and that's why I really love that I found an outlet through which I can get things done. I can make things and they justify themselves just because I made them. Like I don't have to want to make something because, oh, this will make money. I mean, sure, there are those things like that. Like I like a lot of my greeting cards I'm making because they are going to sell. But one for me, one for them. Is that the phrase? Whatever. But like I feel like everything that I do is truly another brick on what will become the wall of books. And I'm excited. I'm not going to be excited when I'm actually locked in with making the next phase of the tic tac toe to toe PNGs and PDFs that I have to get uploaded and arranged, and all the tedious stuff, all the tedium. It's a necessary part, and I don't want to complain about it because because I'm building, it's my baby. I'm building something great, and I don't want to complain about the tedium because it is necessary to get this stuff done. So, yeah, I just wanted to give that update there. I don't think I have much else to say. I'm gonna listen to this back and I'm gonna be like, I did not explain that well at all, but that's just me. But I'm gonna keep yapping about it because that's one thing that I'm good at. I can yap for a bit and hope that you can glean some sense from the nonsense. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for listening. I hope that I get an opportunity to update you. And I hope that I get stuff done soon because I would like to finish this project this year. I don't think this should be a project that I'm working on in 2027. That's another thing that concerns me. I feel like the finished project might be expensive. So I feel like that's not going to be something that I'm mass producing and like trying to put in everyone's hand because I don't think that the price will be appetizing. But I'll try to figure something out. I'll try to figure out what makes sense. Um, I know some people really want me to focus on the business aspect of it, but I'll get there. I am trying to be more business minded with regards to all of books, but I think for getting things going, I really want to consider the creative aspect, and I want to consider that first, and then maybe later on I'll do something more money oriented. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, thanks for listening. Cheers.